The Etonbury Green Wheel is a 10-mile circular walk that takes you around the villages of Arlesey, Stotfold and Etonbury. It's a mainly flat route that takes you through fields and paths and woodland. We are back hiking out of retirement. It's been a long while. Last hike I did was in Morocco about over a year ago. So we're getting out today on a 10-mile circular called the Etonbury Wheel. Just 10 miles, and as you can see, lovely British summertime weather again. It's a very local hike to where I've just moved to a village called Arlesey. And this is right on my doorstep actually, so it was just an ideal opportunity just to get myself out, explore the local area on this 10-mile circular. I had to remind myself this morning that it doesn't matter what the weather's like, you can still get out hiking and enjoy it. And it's so easy, and I was even thinking this myself this morning, that I was thinking, oh, it's typical, I've had like a couple of weeks off work, it's been some lovely weather, I planned to go today on my hike, and the day I wake up in the morning it's just chucking it down with rain, it's cloudy, it's miserable weather. And I thought, oh, so I just called it off. But I've been calling it off for ages now. I keep on planning hikes and then I'm relying too much on it being such lovely weather, because it is lovely, isn't it, when you're out hiking and the sun's out and there's blue sky. It just lifts your mood. But I had to remind myself, no, you know, the rain shouldn't stop you, the clouds shouldn't stop you, you're still out in nature. There's some people that are in hospital right now and they're looking out of their hospital window and just wanting to go out for a hike. And then there's me sitting at home going, oh yeah, but it's raining. So I had to remind myself of that and start having some appreciation and gratitude just for being alive and being healthy and having some time to myself and being able to get out again and do what I like doing. If you just put your trainers on and went for a walk in the country, I don't think it's the same. I don't feel the same when I'm just walking through a field. It has to be like backpack on, a certain amount of mileage, a route to follow. And it's just, I don't know, you just feel more in tune with nature. And I can't explain that feeling until you get out there and do it. I'm just gonna take a little 2-minute break under these trees because it's been raining non-stop since I left my house and I'm pretty wet. So yeah, I'm trying to think of why I haven't been hiking over the last year since I summited Mount Tubcal, and I can only really put it down to, I think I've been caught up in the rat race, on the hamster wheel of life, in terms of, you know, life's demands. We have to work, we have to earn money, we have to do our housework, we have to do our food shopping, we have to deal with problems in life, and it muddies our water. Like, life's this like pure water, and all these things that we have to do, that they demand our attention, it muddies our water and it distracts us from the wholesome things that life is presenting us. But I think it's just about reminding yourself that sometimes you do have to stop and take some time off, annual leave or whatever it may be, sabbatical leave or just do what you start taking some action and dictating your own life and being your own creator and your own designer of your own life, rather than having other things and other people dictate it for you and design it for you. And that's what I've just reminded myself, basically, and the importance of just getting out on a hike. So important. I felt it already. I've only been out 10 minutes. I don't even know why I've got my hood up, it ain't doing anything. What it's about, innit? My phone's getting wet now, so I better put it away. Hello. Hello. Just passing through here, boys. Best friends there, look. Bit wet for that, boss. This tree was planted by the congregation of St Gotham's Church to commemorate the Queen's Jubilee 1977. There you go. What was planted in 1977 is now providing me with some shelter. There you go. Mud and grey sky, you can't beat it. Like, there was a plaque that said someone had, you know, lived from 1940 to 1990, and I was born in 87, so when I was 3 he died. And I just thought, like how can I put this? Like, what is the point? I'm trying to be positive here and give a positive message. But when you think, like, unless you're religious and you believe there's a life after death, what is the point of life? Because you're just going to die. Like, that guy who died when I was 3, he's lived and he's died. And you think of all the people. I saw a clip this morning of people in London. There was a recording of Trafalgar Square in the 1940s. And you're going to be about 80 now if you were born on that year. So basically everybody that I saw in that video is now dead. And you know, everybody you know now, that you know in your life, everybody on this planet right now in 100 years time will be dead. Everybody we know right now who's alive is going to be dead within 100 years. What are we all doing? Like, what are we all doing in life? Seriously, ask yourself this question, because do you realise you are going to die from some point from now onwards? And I'm not trying to be negative. I think we should look at this and think about this, because are you living your life the way you want it? Are you actually living your life the way you want to live your life? Or are you just on the hamster wheel of work, home, or whatever it is that your life involves? Are you actually doing things? Are you enjoying yourself? Are you happy? Are you making the most of things? Are you challenging yourself? Are you growing as a person? Because if you're not, you're going to be dead soon. And when you're on your deathbed, I know everybody always says this, when you're on your deathbed, Are you going to have regrets? Are you going to memories of what count? But seriously, when you are on your deathbed, have you made the most of your life? And I just think, like, when I say what's the point in life, I just think the only point that can be, unless you're religious, unless you have a belief, then the only point is to be happy today, because that's all that's guaranteed. So you've got to do something today that's going to fill you with accomplishment and positivity and happiness and joy. And it's a good reminder. This is where I like hiking, actually, because it makes me think. Self-reflection, bit of therapy, self-therapy, and it just makes you think, doesn't it? You know, what are you doing? What are you doing in your life today that's making you happy? If you are doing something, great. But if you're not, have a think about it, because you could be dead tomorrow, or you could be dead in a year, or you could be dead in 5 years, or you might not even be dead. You might just lose your ability to walk, or you might lose your ability to think. You don't know, do you? So it's just a reminder for everybody watching this video. Have a think about it and think, what are you doing today? Because today is all that matters. Talking about living in the moment, I just caught myself thinking, where should I go hiking? I'm out hiking. Like, I'm out hiking. I'm thinking, where should I go hiking? we never actually just think of where we are now, do we? And think, like, just enjoy it. I'm here. Like, I'm here. My feet are on the floor. We're always thinking, what's next? Like, where am I going to go hiking next week? Well, let's just concentrate on the hike I'm actually on. It's funny how our brains work, isn't it? Always thinking of the next step. But I think what I am thinking of is when you're out walking, your creativity starts increasing. I've noticed this when I'm out walking, and I think that's what I'm starting to think is, let's be creative. Where can I like go on a big multi-day hike or a mountain or something? And you start, yeah, this is where you start just planning things and getting creative and thinking what's possible. You know what I mean? I know I created this happy trekking YouTube channel, I don't know, a good couple of years ago now, and I obviously haven't used it for a year since I climbed Tubcow. So I've also created another channel for anyone that's following this channel and might be watching this hiking video. I do have another channel called SI5 Supreme Intelligence to Self-Improvement, which is just a few videos of just different healthy lifestyle, like motivation and inspiration and things like that. It could be like, I could record the dinner I'm making just to give people some food for thought, really, and just to make people realise if anyone's in a rut, then they can cook their own meal, they can go out for a walk, or they can go get out running and set themselves some challenges and things like that, really. So feel free to subscribe to that. And one aspect of the SI5, one aspect of that is my brand new podcast, which is SI5 Improvement, and that's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as the videos go on my YouTube channel on that. So feel free to listen to a few episodes. It's brand new. I've got 7 episodes on there now. So, and it's interviewing guests mainly who have got a success story to share, and as well as my own advice on just living healthy and self-improvement in general. So yeah, feel free to take a listen to that and follow the show and share the show. So what I'm going to do after this hike's over, when I get home, the next thing I'm going to do when I get home, have a nice hot bath and put my pyjamas on for the rest of the day. It's the best thing after a hike. I always say it's only good to be comfortable when you've pushed yourself through hardship. Like, you only appreciate a glass of water when you're thirsty. You only appreciate a good meal when you're hungry. Do you know what I mean? So the comfortable things and the nice things are only appreciated with the uncomfortable things, with the hard things. And with trekking and hiking, like, that's when you've earned your pajamas. That's when you've earned your steak dinner. Do you know what I mean? That's when you've earned your hot bath. See that over there, Rodney? That is the Zeebrugge to Hull ferry. Albert, follow that ship. Oh, Derek, that was how you got back to Hull? No, that is how we got back to Zeebrugge. Bloody ferry was going the wrong way, wasn't it, you dipstick, Rodney? How was I supposed to know it was going the wrong way? I don't know, you're the one with the GCEs, aren't you? Well, I think they need to get the gardener down here. Over there in the distance, I can see a bridge that goes over the railway. So that's where I'm going to head. We're coming to the end of the hike now. I must have been stung probably about 30 times on my legs, because I went a little bit wrong, because there was a signpost that actually, that's a bit dangerous, look. That's the joys of hiking as well, isn't it? Nice view, that. Make a good photo. You coming to say hello, boy? Hello, boy. Hello. What's your name then? Bobo? Middles? Do you know Bobo? Do you know Bobo? Bobo's not scary. Hello.